All right, our final question is from Melissa. How much time or miles do you split between trail running and road running while training for a half marathon or marathon? Now, this is a great question, and there's no clear answer. I actually take a hybrid approach to this. So it's very beneficial to train specifically for the race that you're going to be racing in, okay? This is Training Theory 101, guys. Now, not only are you training for the distance and you're training for the pace that you want to run in, but you're also training for the surface. So if you're training for a trail race, it's very important to go do runs on trails, and especially it's important to do workouts on trails at your goal pace. You're comfortable running the pace that you're going to be running in the race on the surface that you're going to be running in the race. Now, the same is true for road races like the half marathon and the marathon. It's really important to train for that surface. So if you do all of your running on a softer surface, your body is going to experience a lot of impact forces on race day that you're just not used to. So what I like to do is, and I personally run about 2/3 of my mileage on softer surfaces, but as I'm getting ready for a longer race like a marathon or a half marathon, what I'll do is as I get, maybe about 4 weeks out from the goal race or maybe even 6 weeks out, I'll start running more and more of my priority workouts on the road. And this helps me adapt to the extra pounding and that extra impact forces that I'm going to experience on a harder surface. So this means that I'm running my long run primarily on the roads. I'm running my faster workouts, my goal pace workouts on the road. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that I'm doing all of my long runs and workouts on the road in the final 6 weeks of my training cycle. I might do every other long run for the last 6 weeks on the road. I don't think you need to do all of it. Now, the other consideration here is how susceptible you are to injuries. So, if you're really injury prone, I think doing more of your training on trails can be really helpful because the irregular surface, the softer surface is going to help you stay healthy in the long term. So the hybrid approach that I would have you take is in the first half of your training period, you can do more of your training on trails. The surface itself doesn't have to be as specific to the race. And then as you transition into the second half of your training cycle, as you get closer and closer to your goal race, you can start moving more and more of your workouts to the road. And this helps prioritize injury prevention early in the training cycle when you're building your mileage and you're getting your workouts up to a more strenuous level when you really need to be prioritizing injury prevention. And then as you get closer to your goal race, then you're doing the more subtle things like getting more accustomed to the surface that you'll be running on during the race itself. So if you do that, if you kind of take a split approach to this, then I think you're going to be able to realize the benefits of both. Not only running entirely on the road or entirely on the trails, but you can do both. If you want to see your question on the show answered by me, then feel free to tweet it to me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is JasonFitz1. And make sure that you use the hashtag #RunQuestion so that I can find it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next episode.